Welcome to Midsummer Scream. 13th Floor Entertainment Group is considered one of the most influential companies in the haunted attraction industry and is often regarded as the largest producer and operator of Halloween entertainment in the world. Here on the West Coast, they are best known for events that include the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride, Magic of the Jack-O-Lanterns, the Queen Mary's Dark Harbor, Delusion, and their newest event, Festival Fright Nights at Winchester Mystery House. It's time for a little peek behind the veil to catch up with the creators of these ghoulish gatherings for a glimpse of things to come this Halloween. Please welcome to the stage Technical Director Kip Pauley, Vice President of Experiential Operations Brett Bertolino, Director of Halloween Attractions Amy Holloman, Creator of Delusion John Braver, Producer Melissa Carbone, CEO and founding partner of 13th Floor Entertainment Group, Chris Stafford. And your host for this presentation, renowned cat rescuer, animal welfare advocate, and content creator, Nathan Keene, a.k.a. Nathan the Cat Lady.
Oh my gosh, this room filled up so quick. I love it. What's going on, Midsummer Scream? So some of you might know me, some of you might only have dogs, but I go by Nathan the Cat Lady. I started out doing funny cat videos during COVID like you do. Eventually started doing animal rescue all over the world. You might have seen me at the Black Kitten Adoption Lounge. And now I'm here working with these amazing people here tonight to tell you everything coming up this year. And that includes everything from Magic of the Jack-O-Lanterns. We have Festival Fright Nights at the Winchester Mystery House. We have Delusion, my personal favorite, LA Haunted Hayride. Yeah, oh, so good. So, but first, let's take a quick look at what 13th Floor has been working on over the last year. So hyped for this round. This is such a treat for me. I usually do cat conventions in a bathrobe, so wearing pants and not scaring the front row right now is just phenomenal for me. Chris, let's talk a little bit about what 13th Floor has been up to since last Midsummer Scream.
Yeah, it's been super busy, but first, before we get started, I want to thank David, Claire, Rick, Gary, the whole Midsummer Scream team for putting on this amazing show for all of you guys. Round of applause for them. I also want to thank our team, all of our production techs, and everybody that are here putting the show together for us. That was a ton of work, and we had a lot of activations on the floor, so that was pretty cool. So what have we been up to since last year? We opened an escape room on the Queen Mary. Does anybody know that? Yeah, so there is a year-round escape room on the Queen Mary. You don't have to wait until October for spooky entertainment on the ship. You can get out there and experience that. And I do think that this, over the weekend, your admission gets you to the show, gets you onto the ship as well.
Yep.
So you could go over there and check out the escape room. We partnered with the awesome people at Winchester Mystery House to bring Festival Fright Nights to life. And getting to haunt an actual haunted mansion was pretty incredible, pretty special experience. And then we did Dark Masquerade on the Queen Mary. Did anybody go to Dark Masquerade? Yeah. So that was an event where we're able to kind of dig a little deeper into the backstory of some of the icons and go a little deeper with the storylines that we can't do during the season when everybody is cramming through the haunted houses there. And then we've also been kind of quietly building a team that does experiences outside of Halloween. So other times of the year, kind of year-round experiences. Not ready to announce anything yet, but I think later this winter you might experience something. And then throughout 27, we have some events that are coming up. Also, we partnered with Elvira, which was incredible. And if I would have told my teenage self that that would become a reality, I would have never believed it, but it was very cool. And then there's one more thing that we're doing that I also can't talk about, but if any of you have a favorite mask, maybe you might want to pay attention to what we're doing in other parts of the country. So.
All right, a little suspense, I love it. So over the years, obviously, attractions have become a lot more immersive. Why do you think that is, and where do you see this going with live events coming up?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, customers, it's honestly because of all you guys, right? You craving experiences that are more interactive. You want to be more part of the story. You don't want to be just a casual observer in your entertainment. And I think, one of the best compliments we get now is not like, oh my God, that was so scary, but it's like, let me tell you about what I did last night, right? You focus on that whole evening of entertainment. I think where the future is, I mean, everybody in this room consumes media on a daily basis that's a very high level of production, so that's kind of the new bar, right? Everybody has a very elevated expectation of what they want in their entertainment now. And for us, we want to focus on some of those technical elements, but we know at our core that a good actor 2 feet away from you is always going to trump any type of tech that we could buy and put in a show. The tech should support the actor, not replace them. Does everybody agree with that? So I think the future in our business is not just who can scare you the hardest, but who gives you an experience that makes you feel something that you're talking about on the way home, right? And that you want to tell all your friends about so that you can all go and share that experience. So that's kind of what I think we do.
Oh, I love that. I'm so excited for this year. It's going to be incredible. So, okay, without giving anything too specific away, I'm sorry guys, I want them to, they won't let me. Without giving anything too crazy away, what are something that you are most excited for them to experience this year?
It's hard. People say that's like, picking your favorite child, which I once had somebody say, you have one though, right? Yeah, it's John. I'm always most excited to see how people react, but if I had to pick one this season, I would say the new maze at the LA Hayride this year. I'm not going to steal the thunder of that announcement because it's coming here shortly, but as a child of the 80s, I'm most excited about that maze.
All right, just a tease, guys. You don't get all this stuff today, but you got some good stuff coming. All right, well, I think we've waited long enough. I think it's time to kick off and see about 13th floor's newest California event, Festival Fright Nights at the Winchester Mystery House. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, that looks incredible. Give it up for him, guys. That is awesome. All right, well, before we dive into everything that's new about it, I'd like to invite a special guest to the stage. Everyone, please welcome Walter Magnuson from Winchester Mystery House.
Hello, thank you for saving me a seat.
It's like we knew you were coming. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Walter. To start things off, let's talk a little bit about the history of the Winchester House and why this is the perfect venue for an immersive Halloween experience.
Absolutely. I mean, I hope most of these folks have been to the Mystery House. Everyone show of hands, yes? All right. Well, for those of you who haven't, Sarah Winchester grew up in New Haven. She married in the Winchester Repeating Arms Factory and inherited a whole lot of money, and a lot of sad things happened to her, and she spent a lifetime in grief. She headed to San Jose and bought an 8-bedroom farmhouse in 1886 and proceeded construction for 38 years with no rhyme, reason. It is a very, very strange place. She passes in 1922. We opened for tours in 1923. And we've had millions of people from all over the world and several hundred cats visit.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm up here, guys. All right, and how has it been working with 13th Floor?
Oh, incredible. We are in year 2 of this partnership, and prior to 13th Floor, we're working with 12th Floor, and we thought this would be...
Wow.
This was one more.
Level up. Yeah.
Made a lot of sense, but Brett Bertolino and Ashley Hill and Chris and all of our partners, they really understand the history and they really respect Winchester Mystery House. You know, they really try to understand our story and then how they layer on top of that. So they're very, very respectful, great integration with our team, and very talented. And we know Brett way back from Eastern State Penitentiary and his work with Solitary Vice, and now he's doing incredible work for us. So very, very pleased and so excited for this year.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, speaking of Brett, can you walk us through what we can expect to see at Festival Fright Nights this fall?
Sure, we are really excited for year 2 of Festival Fright Nights at Winchester Mystery House. This year's story is set in 1926. It's just 4 years after Sarah's death, and something has awakened at the estate, and the mansion and grounds are pulsing with a new mysterious energy. The biggest change this year is our new open festival format. So if you went to the event last year, you kind of followed a linear structure. Guests progressed through acts 1, 2, and 3 in order. This year we are opening up the estate and putting the experience into the hands of our guests, allowing them to explore the attractions in any order they wish to create their own unique journey. Each attraction across the mansion grounds tells its own distinct story, but those stories are more connected than they first appear. So guests who pay close attention this year will discover clues, characters, and details that cross between the attractions, gradually revealing a larger mystery and ultimately the source of the evil that's consuming this massive estate. So as you explore the grounds this year, you're going to come face to face with a new cast of characters who have taken up residence at Sarah's beloved estate. You can see a few of them on the screen now. Among them is her loyal butler, who remains behind. He's desperately trying to tend to the sprawling mansion as strange activity spreads through its halls. You may even catch a glimpse of his mischievous son, Henry Harker, who is playing somewhere inside. If you venture out in the gardens, you might encounter Nina Nightshade. You can see her up on the screen, tending to the mysterious plants of the greenhouse, or cross paths with the collector, who is silently patrolling the darkest corners of the estate, dragging a large, heavy sack behind him. What or who is in it is anyone's guess.
Well, that is just absolutely terrifying. I love that. Speaking of these characters, just so I know and can avoid them, where can we expect to see these characters throughout?
Well, that's a great question. Not surprisingly, you're going to find the butler inside the mansion. He's desperately trying to keep things under control in a brand new attraction that we're unveiling this year called the House of Spirits. Armed with curious ghost traps and sheer determination, he struggles to contain the restless spirits as whispers, shadows, and increasingly unsettling encounters suggest that the house is slipping beyond his control. So the House of Spirits is one of our main attractions this year. It's included with all ticket types. And then we also have another experience where you might find the butler's son, Harry, somewhere inside the mansion, but there's just one problem. He's gone missing. Henry was last seen playing hide and seek with a group of children from the neighborhood that's growing up surrounding the estate. No one has seen him since. If you choose, you'll have the opportunity to join in the search for Henry in a brand new interactive experience called Hide and Seek, The Lost Children. Laughter echoes through the upper halls as unseen children dart through the shadows, always just out of reach. Follow their game deeper into the mansion and up into its long-forgotten attic. But beware, These children have been waiting a very long time for a new playmate. So that's one of our new add-on attractions at Festival Fright Nights this year. And as kind of you heard the description, we're going all the way up into the attic, into the witch's cap, into some of those areas that are really rarely seen by visitors.
Fantastic. That sounds incredible. By the way, I don't know what fell back there. That was not planned, but man, I was so enthralled with that jump. That got me all spooked out. So Henry sounds like he's the best at hide and go seek. They haven't found him in how many years now? I mean, it sounds like he's just really good at the game. So good on him. Is there anything else new and exciting coming from Festival Fright Nights that we should know about?
There is. This year's Festival Fright Nights really is a true festival. That is something that we've been trying to work on over the last year. We're activating nearly every corner of the estate, from the cold, damp, dark basements, and there are 2 of them in this mansion. We're using both, all the way up to those dark, creepy, cobweb-covered attics, and just about everything in between. This year the event features 4 distinct festival zones, so you can explore the grounds. Each of those festival zones have additional attractions, themed food and beverage, games, photo ops, and lots more as you explore. Some of the things that I'm most excited about are we have a new cider mill experience, new roast your own s'mores experience, so bringing those kind of quintessential fall traditions to the mansion grounds. And then we are mounting a new speakeasy this year, the Seance Society Speakeasy, which is a hidden watering hole tucked behind Harry Houdini's traveling camp. So we hope you'll make your way up to San Jose this fall and see Festival Fright Nights at Winchester Mystery House.
Before you go to San Jose, also please visit our booth on the show floor, 258. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will take my exit.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Walter. Walter Magnuson, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, Brett, I'm going to be honest. You had me at s'mores and speakeasy. I'm there. I'll be there. Okay, now I want to switch gears a little bit. We're going to lighten things up, and let's talk about 13th floor's friendliest event, the magic of the jack-o'-lanterns. Give it up for Magic of the Jack-o'-lanterns. I'm gonna be honest, that video is beautiful, but it does not do it justice. I did it last year for the first time, walking around, it just keeps going and it's so beautiful there. So Amy, can you talk us through a little bit about what everyone can expect to see there?
Absolutely. So Magic of the Jack-o'-lanterns is back this year at South Coast Botanic Garden. That's right down the street, only about 30 minutes from here. One of the most beautiful gardens I've ever seen. We're excited to be back there. Now imagine yourself on a crisp fall night, walking down a trail in this beautiful garden. You're greeted by the brand new pillars of magic that bring you down a path underneath the weeping willow to where the start of the pumpkin trail begins. You start to hear music you recognize. You start to see vintage Halloween pumpkins. There's spiders, there's bats, there's cats, and then there's a fun zone? What? That's right, Magic of the Jack-o'-lanterns is a beautiful walking trail with thousands of pumpkins. That is a fun zone where you can bring your friends and family. You can jump on a giant 50-foot bounce pad that's a pumpkin. You can race your friends through a pumpkin obstacle course. It's a great time. While you're there, we want you to have some cider, maybe even a pumpkin spice martini or a pumpkin flavored beer. But we really think this is a great time to go out on a date or with your family, and I think it's something different. For those of you that really love horror, this is a palate cleanser before, if you're going to see Dark Harbor and then next weekend you're going to Hayride, well, why don't you go on a Thursday for Magic of the Jack-o'-lanterns? And it'll bring that Halloween spirit that you remember how excited you were when you were a little kid and you got candy for the first time back to your heart. So Come on down, South Coast.
Wow, that was the most beautiful description I've ever. That's fantastic, and I like that you're already pre-lining up our dates. That's fantastic. Like a whole
You guys,
week's
I already
worth
made your plan, so
Yeah.
we'll just get that on the Google Calendar soon, okay?
So what are we doing? Well, we're starting Thursday, then Friday, then Saturday. Just locking
And
it
then
in.
next week, head up to Winchester Mystery House. And then, of course, I'd end your season with Delusion, but that's...
And then
Sorry,
you're
I mean-
engaged. All right. Don't do it. So as somebody who already stresses about doing my own decorations, and that's just my one house, Kip, can you tell us a little bit about all the technical planning that goes into doing something this massive?
Yeah, we really do work on these events year-round. And so at Magic of the Jack-O-Lanterns, every LED in the entire event is individually addressable and programmable. And so the scenes all have their own unique audio tracks as well, and there's kind of a network of controllers behind the scenes that runs the entire event and handles all of the lighting and the audio throughout. We're working on the programming and sequencing of this event throughout the year, and then once we're on site with the displays, we do some final tweaking to make sure that everything looks and sounds exactly the way that we envision it. We have a few more elaborate installations throughout the event that run multiple unique sequences. They're designed to really encourage some of our guests to slow down, stop, watch a show or two and enjoy themselves in the event a little bit before they move forward. All of those displays rely heavily on the incredible music from our friends and partners at Lovecraft.
Yeah, Lovecraft!
Yeah, we will be using their music throughout, again this year, so we're excited to have them help bring that to life. And then beyond that, we're always looking for other new and exciting technologies that we can integrate into the show. We, of course, use lighting and audio, but we also use bubble, fog, laser, and video projection effects to really help bring all of the magic to life.
Fantastic. It really is incredible, guys. Definitely check it out this year. But we've had our palate cleanser, our second date, if you will. I think it's time to get the scares up a little bit, and let's talk about the legendary and longest running immersive theatrical experience, Delusion.
It was super creepy and very intense.
You gotta come check it out. It's awesome. Looks so good. All right, John. So Delusion started the immersive horror trend here in LA back in 2011. Since then, the stories and venues have changed. You have over 50 original characters in the Delusion universe. Can you talk us through a little bit about the history?
Absolutely. We got our Delusion fans here. Who was here in the beginning? There's tons of them out there. I heard 2012. Who was here in 2012? Wow. Yes.
Yes, you right there.
We're gonna go back in history here, but it's been an incredible journey, and I can't believe we're up here again talking about that this has been going on for this long. It's because of all the fans here and the desire for these really intense sort of rich storylines and connection with the characters. So back in 2011, quick story, ran the show for 11 nights. And it was sort of the first of its kind. It's when Sleep No More started in the East Coast around the same time. And it took over an old venue that will look familiar in a moment. And we ran it, and it did really well. So that's when Neil Patrick Harris came to the show in 2012, and he and I produced it together. And since then, it sort of blew up into these site-specific narratives. And it's basically like creating a movie every single year. That's really what it feels like in a new location. And so you can see here we have 2024's Red Castle on your left, and then last year we had Harrowing of Hell, which was an experiment of sort of exploratory journey through different levels of hell. But really at the core of it, when they talk about you're trying to progress and trying to evolve and always trying to do better, sometimes it's the root stuff. It's the stuff that's like in your heart and that works. And sometimes progress is not always progress, right? You want to go back to the stuff that works. And so that is stuff like this, where we have very memorable characters and very memorable creatures. Who saw Medusa last year? Right? Yeah. So we have incredible creature designers and some of the most unbelievably captivating actors that you will see at any event, to be honest. Some of them are here from previous shows. That one on the lower right is Blue Blade. Anybody go to that one? That was a time travel show. Yeah, it's like, the amount of stories is just unreal.
She's crushing it over here. You guys gotta match that level right there, all right? It's a horror convention. Get up there.
Yeah, you do the rest of it. I'll take it. So yeah, it's cool. As I said about making a movie every year, like the fact that it's really hard to do one, but we get to do one every single year, and you get to live inside of it. This is a dream job. So I'm very thankful and honored to be able to bring this back, especially this year, because I'm stupid excited about it. So that might have come across in some other posts, but I want to talk more and more about it. So we'll keep it going.
Well, I'm going to give you a chance to talk more about it, because it sounds like you're talking, and I've been hearing some rumors about you guys bringing it back to form, returning to form. What do you mean by that exactly?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about with progress. It's like progress in a certain way is good, and then realizing, you know, what works and what didn't. So the idea to return to form is returning to the original technical format of 10 people every 10 minutes. So last year we were doing 10 people every 5 minutes, and yes, I know we heard you.
There you go. Yeah, proud of you. Proud of you. Going right on the fridge.
Well, look, I mean, I've said this before, I am the biggest Delusion fan. When I'm writing the show, I imagine you guys being there and going through it and what works and what doesn't. And, you know, sometimes it succeeds and sometimes not so much. But with the format of the 10 minutes, the greatest part about it is you're just more emotionally connected to the characters you're with. And it's more engaging. You can really start to, yes, there's a lot going on all the time when you go through these shows, but you have a little bit more time to digest the story and find connection to it. And so this year, I think more than most years, we're going to be heading back to this mansion, by the way, Beckett Mansion, which is the original place, and we're going to be diving into a really rich storyline this year that I don't think I've smiled so much when I'm writing a show. So I'm excited for you to come.
Fantastic. All right. Now, I know those two are on the edge of their seat, and I have a new trailer, an exclusive trailer for this season's epic interactive play. If you guys can match their energy for a couple of seconds. All right, roll it out.
I was sent to find the mosquito. Might as well have sent me to hell. I found the brothel. I saw what they've become. They devour each other. The blood of the mosquito. I could run, but they're faster.
Gosh, that looks amazing. I mean, who doesn't love a vampire brothel? I've been waiting for years. Fantastic.
That's the edge we're kind of going for. And this last episode, 18 plus, guys, obviously.
Yeah. Well, yeah, oh man. Well, tell us a little bit more about how you came up with the story. Tell us more. I'm very intrigued about this.
This is based off Amy Holloman's childhood.
We weren't going to share that, but...
we have to talk about it. So, all these stories sort of evolve in different ways. This one was, I went to the mansion, and I'm walking around, and I sort of just let things fly into my mind. And originally, when I saw it, I was like, it'd be kind of cool to go back to like the New Orleans vibe, and everybody loves that. There's a lot of rich, visceral kind of energy with that world, especially in the 20s. And I was thinking, this is like a mayor's mansion kind of thing. So it started off in that way, and then it evolved into, well, let's just push this a little bit more, and let's get a little more like corruption involved here. So let's make this a brothel. So the idea was that I wanted to create, there's this old video game, nobody knows about this game, but it's called Nocturne. Does anybody know? Anybody ever heard of it? All right, a few people. So it's very much in the vein of like vampires, mobsters, corruption in the police, all this kind of stuff. So crime and the mafia during the 20s. And I started doing some research about Storyville in New Orleans, which was the red light district during that time. And the story started to come into my mind about this agency called Anomaly, where you've been tasked. It's created by President Woodrow Wilson, and he started this organization Anomaly to attack what's been going on in New Orleans, which is there are like bloodless corpses and abductions and all that, and the mayor's gone missing, and the mafia's involved, so a bunch of like really rich, cool, fun stuff. And so you are agents of the Anomaly being sent in to extract this thing, I'll just say, or person or thing, whatever it is, from the bayou. So you're diving deep into the bayou. So I have this great production designer, G, who's come on. She did the Delusion VR series years ago, and she's unbelievable. So you're going to be stepping in, right when you step into this world, it's like the sounds of New Orleans, and the music, the glowing fireflies, the Spanish moss everywhere. The vibe is going to be so cool and so intense. The lounge is beautiful. So like we're going all out in terms of the energy of this era, and in every possible way. And so the idea to kind of, what's cool about actually 13th floor, that we have everything from the magic of the jack-o'-lanterns to cleanse your palate to vampire brothels, all that kind of stuff. So we cover the gamut. But this one, as the story's unfolding more, as I said earlier, I'm smiling a lot. I'm like, this is crazy fun. Some of the shit that I'm writing is like, wait a minute, how are we going to do this? But we're going to do it. So it's going to be fine, Chris. Don't worry. So yeah, I could keep talking about it, but we should probably move on.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to pitch the date idea of third date being at a vampire brothel. Amy, thank you for that. This is going to be great. Like, yeah, we'll see some jack-o'-lanterns and then vampire brothel.
Yeah,
we'll see where it goes.
And do the VIP experience. Actually, I should talk about that real quick. We're going back to the player part thing that we did years ago. So I'll just say that this is a very special ticket, very extremely limited, because actually the whole nights are kind of limited. This is like the lowest capacity we've had in years to make it even more more immersive and intimate. So the idea with the VIP, it's called the Leech, where this character you don't see in the play is going to connect with you and give you a little bit more of the secrets of the brothel, and then you play this swamp creature that terrorizes other guests within the show. So that is crazy fun. Some of you have done that in the past, not exactly the Leech, but in other ways. But this one, all around, I would highly recommend the VIP. Even if you don't, it'll blow your mind.
Oh, amazing. Cannot wait for that. I'm updating my dating profile tonight. All right, well, John, I think given the occasion, we should do something that we've never done before. Do you want to do the honors?
Yes. This one I have to read from the teleprompter. We would like to raffle off a pair of Delusion tickets to one person in this room. And not only that, you also get to come along on a behind-the-scenes tour with me. And you can come with me, the two of us together, and we can talk about the past and your childhood.
It'll be with John.
You can text the number on the screen. I mean, it's all right there, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, you guys do not want to miss out on that. Text it now. You could be the lucky person to win this. Sounds incredible. But I think now we've gone over a lot of information. Let's dive into the last and my personal favorite, the LA Haunted Hayride. Let's take a look. good. It's so real quick. Who all has done it? I just gotta know. There we go. Oh my gosh. Who hasn't done it? I want to call you out. This year. It's fine. Oh, there we go. Someone grab them and take them. All right. All right, Chris. So Midnight Falls is one of Southern California's most recognizable Halloween worlds. How do you keep it evolving but still staying true to your preserving what your old-time fans love?
Yeah, no, for us it's, can you hear me? More about, evolution, not necessarily reinvention. Midnight Falls is a place that I think all of you guys have come to love to come visit in the fall. It definitely feels like you're being transported to a different place. I think the park and the setting, does the heavy lifting there. We want to preserve that atmosphere and just continue to lean in on the story of Midnight Falls and some of the backstories, the characters, added experiences that revolve around that. So I think if we're doing it right, when you guys come there, you'll get all of the things that you've expected over the years from Midnight Falls, but then you'll also experience some new things every year, which we try to add. Over the past few years, we've added new wagons. Everybody like the wagon seats?
Yeah!
That was like the biggest request ever about Hayride, I think. We've introduced some IP-driven experiences to layer on top of what we're doing with Midnight Falls, and we've now enhanced our food and beverage offerings. I don't know, for those of you that were there last year, giving you more of an opportunity to spend the night there, have something to eat, and have something to drink, but more on that later.
I'm not going to move past that. You said food and beverage. I've heard rumors. Can you tell me a little bit about what that's going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to try to announce this without sounding too personally happy over it, but this is a big one. We will have alcohol.
I'm so excited.
So for the first time ever in Midnight Falls, you'll be able to enjoy adult beverages while you're getting your scare on and a little extra liquid courage for you. What's that?
Oh my, I'm so excited about that. I mean, it's already fun, but now I can have a few before I go in and get scared. This is great.
Yep.
All right, so we've been discussing Midnight Falls existing in its own world. Amy, can you tell me what we expect to see as new developments in the town this year?
Sure, I'm really excited. This town of Midnight Falls has its cast of characters. Many of you already know Miss Midnight. You may have been on, yeah, that's right. You may have been on the show floor today and saw the fry cook. If he gives you an order on a piece of paper, read it closely.
Yep.
And of course, I think you've probably seen our jock and our cheerleader from the town representing the athleticism of Midnight Falls. And one of our favorite characters, Herschel, seen on your screen here. So a little bit about Herschel, he's a prankster. And he's really popular. Sometimes he's even a little friendly. Like, he plays jokes on you and comes out of that ice cream truck. Maybe a little too friendly. We're starting to wonder, is he trying to cover up something? Like, what's going on here? We learned recently that Herschel is not an only child. Herschel has an evil twin brother named Alistair! Alistair is not friendly. Alistair does not play pranks. Alistair, November 1st, 1981, was banned from the town. But for some reason, he's made it back this year. We are a little concerned because he seems to be a pyromaniac and he has evil intentions he's gonna be unleashing on me. Okay, Alistair. Don't anyone give him a match. Yes, be very afraid. So there's a little more horror entering town square this year, so beware. Alistair is on the go. You can see he looks a lot like Herschel, but just a little bloodier. Okay, that's enough. Thank you, Alistair. We'll see you this fall.
All right, give it up for Alistair.
I wanted to give give a shout out. This year we're upgrading costumes and makeup, and I wanted to give a shout out to our wardrobe manager, Dax. He's been with us for over 7 years, and our makeup manager, Marina Mestas, who's, I think, gonna start her 6th season this year. We're so proud of the characters and the team at Hayride. We're excited to show you some more things. Last year, we kicked off the show night with an opening ceremony. The denizens of the Hellbilly Maze came to Midnight Falls. They came to the town square. Music played. Chainsaws went in the air, and they chased down a victim. And once they kidnapped that victim, they took it all the way down the street to the end of Midnight Falls to Hellbilly's Halloween. But this year, we're gonna have a brand new opening ceremony. And this ceremony is gonna pack the real punch, and it's gonna be the teaser for the new maze that you'll hear about soon enough. So make sure you get to Hayride early so you see the opening ceremony.
I swear, next year at the haunted house, it's just gonna be you describing the haunted house, and we're all gonna buy tickets.
Thank you guys for coming, and now I'll tell you the next room.
All right, Kip, anything to add to all that?
Yeah, so Amy's a hard act to follow. Madame Aurora, our resident spiritual medium who's been conducting seance shows in Midnight Falls for the past couple of years, she will be returning once again this year. But we understand that this year she is trying something much more ambitious. This year she plans to reach beyond the veil to uncover the truth behind Midnight Falls' mysterious past and hopefully discover why the town has been cursed to perpetually relive Halloween night 1985. Now, if you want the full story, of course, you're going to need to attend one of her seance shows for yourself. But she did share one intriguing detail with me. Her research suggests that Midnight Falls was not always the haunted, cursed town that we know today. In fact, at one point in time, she says it was a perfectly ordinary community until something happened. Now, she hinted that the key to this entire mystery, well, honestly, I probably shouldn't say anymore. I should probably not give any more away. Well, all right, okay, fine. I'll give a little bit more away. I don't want to betray her confidence. I'll just say that Madame Aurora seems convinced that the curse that's on the town can be traced back to someone that most of our guests who have been to Midnight Falls are already very familiar with.
Someone that most of our guests are familiar with? It's me, the late Monty Revolta, star of the Monty Revolta Show. Hold for minimal applause. Greetings, future Spirit Halloween employees and Hot Topic employees. I'm back for my contractual one-year trip to Long Beach, and trust me, that's enough for anyone, right, Long Beach? Hey, Kip, where are you? Is that you? If that is your real name, are you saying that I might have something to do with this curse of Midnight Falls?
Look, I'm only conveying rumors that I've heard. If people want to find out for themselves what really happened that night back in 1985, they're going to have to visit Madame Aurora's Seance Theater to get the entire story.
Well, what you're saying is slanderous at best. And I guess I don't want anyone to know, but I think you're kind of hurting my feelings. You can do better than that at Saturday. Well, listen, I would never, ever, ever put a curse on you guys or Midnight Falls. It's just not in my wheelhouse. But if I did, hit it, DJ! This is what I do. Hit the first slide. We're bringing salad bars to Midnight Falls. That's right, so everybody gets an equal opportunity to get dysentery and diarrhea. You can clap. Next slide. Porta potties. I know what you're saying, we already have porta potties. Yes, but this year, I'm locking all of them. Except for one. It's my version of an escape room. Slide number 3. Hey, we're not bringing in Air One fancy hay. We're bringing common folk hay. Can you say, hey, fever? Next slide. And of course, the official Monty Revolta t-shirt. The Curse of Monty Revolta. Each shirt is absolutely 100% haunted and cursed and scratch and sniff. We have clam chowder, pumpkin spice, and public transit. You can clap. Big round of applause for all the curses I'm breaking to Midnight Falls. But that's not just it. I saved the final curse for last. And trust me, it's the most revolting because it's for you. I, the late Monty Revolta star of the Monty Revolta show, will curse you with our live performances every night of the event. That's all 172 dates at the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride. This curse will happen bibbidi bob flippity measles. What the hell rhymes with measles? There you go. Whoa, we'll see you in Midnight Falls.
Let's hear it for the late Monty Revolta performing every night at Los Angeles Haunted Hayride this season.
Somebody turn this thing off.
Every night with a full band.
Every night with a full band.
Well, thank you, Kip. Thank you, Monty Revolta. That was a pleasure. It was too close to my head, but thank you so much. That was amazing. All right, now I want to talk about mazes. But first, we have an incoming message from a special guest.
Midsummer Scream, Cassandra Peterson here. Did you miss me? Well, don't worry, because I'll be back at the LA Haunted Hayride this fall with Elvira's Trick or Treat Mayhem, exclusive Elvira merchandise you won't find anywhere else, and plenty of other surprises. Don't miss out. See you soon.
I love it. What can we expect to experience in Fallen Angel? Did we get all turned around?
There it is, guys.
That
Jumped ahead.
So
is right
anticlimactic.
here. My bad. I will see you guys later. See you at the next cat convention.
I like dogs way better than cats.
Yeah, I just ruined the entire species for you guys. My bad.
Well, we are excited for Elvira's Trick or Treat Mayhem to return this year. Last year it was in its first year at Hayride, so if we didn't see you last year, you gotta come see it. It's very cool, and just having the Queen of Halloween in Midnight Falls, it's everything.
Hellbilly's back.
Oh, Hellbilly! I think Hellbilly is where we hide all the chainsaws! So if you don't remember, down the street, all the way at the end of Midnight Falls is a creepy house. The kind of house you never want to go to. But tonight, it's Halloween. So that means the Jasper family has invited you in to the house for dinner. Woo! Wonder what they're gonna make. There we go! Let's do a chainsaw! That's right, the Jasper family's inviting you to dinner. But of course, there's no dinner because you are the meal. As you move through this house away from the family trying to escape them, the chainsaws chase you out into the barn. Can you make your way out? Probably, and you'll be screaming as you run your way back into Midnight Falls past Gronk's carousel. Oh, what a good time. Make sure you put it in the Google Calendar. I'm already ready. Yeehaw!
Yeah, buddy. We have an inside company policy that whenever Amy screams chainsaw, no matter what I'm doing, where I am, I need to rush in and give her her special effects.
You know, we're a team.
Team.
Oh.
Lots of love in the audience.
All right, well, I'm going to say this line again. I love it. What else can we expect from this experience at Fallen Angel?
All right, what do you think, guys? Should we announce the new maze? Baby, sex, drugs, and rock and roll are is going to take everyone back into the iconic Sunset Strip venue of the 80s. The band Fallen Angel was practicing for the biggest show of their lives when tragedy struck. The show they never got to play. The maze will ooze all of the darkness, sexiness, and deviance of the Strip's culture. What better place for an experience like this than in LA, at LA's Halloween icon? Fallen Angel will be dark and disorienting with a big twist that's super fun. Here's the legend. Fallen Angel was the loudest band on the Sunset Strip, planning a Halloween night show that promised to be the biggest the Strip has ever seen. During their final rehearsal, a pyro mishap set the stage ablaze. No audience, no witnesses. The doors were chained for the private rehearsal, and the band never made it out. All members died on the stage. The venue was condemned and chained shut. The city never tore it down. Fans left candles at the doors every Halloween. Then the tape surfaced. Every Halloween at midnight, a late-night rock station called KHLO plays 30 seconds of the band's final rehearsal, recorded the night they died, and then goes silent until the next year. Nobody knows who the DJ is or where the signal comes from, but that broadcast is how the faithful fans find each other and how the legend grew. Play the rehearsal tape inside the theater on Halloween night, and Fallen Angel will come back and finish what they started. The show must go on. But tonight, a cult of superfans cut the chains, dragged in generators and PAs, and put the rehearsal tape on the speakers. The ritual is working, the band is waking up inside the walls, but spirits need bodies, and the fans have been waiting so long, they see the band's face in every face that walks through the door. That face is yours. You, the guest, are the band, and obsessive fandom is the monster. Oh yeah.
So LA.
It's gonna be a good one, guys. Do not miss Fallen Angels. I have not been this excited about Amaze in a really long time. It's gonna be fun.
Can I just nerd out for a second? If you didn't see Hayride last year, let me tell you, Melissa brought back the most iconic Hayride I've ever experienced, starting right from the beginning with these people and these huge bee heads and chainsaws up to the scene. Do you remember the nun? Did anyone see the nun rise 30 feet in the air? And she like scary-graphed the whole thing. Those creepy evil twins, it's just, the Hayride is back and it's so awesome. If you didn't see it last year, I promise you, it is more badass than ever.
Who went last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like it? Did you notice a difference?
Yep.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, this year's Hayride Trail represents our most ambitious evolution in years, delivering an unprecedented level of cinematic immersion. Every element has been elevated. The North Star creatively was one goal: make the Hayride darker, more haunting, and deeply unsettling. This year, the Hayride of the past and the Hayride of the future will collide. Two realities collide on one trail at the same time. As our chilling new character, Greeter's song, sends travelers bound for the witch, which is what you heard as you guys first came in and had your seats. As we send them off into the fog with a message of warning that only becomes more clear as you roll deeper and deeper down the trail. Hayriders will have encounters that leave them thinking about us long after they leave to go home. The iconic and gritty scenes that we brought back last year were just the beginning. We've elevated the trail exponentially, and nothing that I'm more excited about than the return of the sway poles, which we haven't had on the trails in, God, over 10 years at least. The sway poles are within themselves making the entire trail its own storyteller. It's a big piece of the experience, and everything that you experience once you get on that wagon until the moment you get off will be linked to those sway poles. So it's going to be a huge part of the experience. Also, we have a new reimagined drive-in movie theater featuring original choreography from renowned Pussycat Dolls choreographer Bobby Newberry. This scene on its own is a moment. Like this scene by itself is worth the ticket price. So I'm blown away by it and so excited. We've dramatically expanded the cinematic soundscape, and it now blankets the entire trail, creating an unnerving sensation that something is always coming, and candidly, it is. Every enhancement has been carefully designed to disturb you, unsettle you, where the line between observer and participant slowly begin to disappear.
I am so excited for the sway pools are amazing. Guys, this is gonna be an amazing year. This is absolutely gonna be one for the books. Thank you to all the participants coming up here tonight. Thank you to all of you guys for coming out. This year's gonna be incredible. Thank you, Walter Magnuson, for joining us.